Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me in SpringWatch. If you don't know what it is, it's 14 video projects focusing on the spring summer catalogue and a little bit of celebration, coming out to you for 14 days, back to back to back to back to back. And this is today's project. Oliver and I came up with this together. He asked me to make him a box, so I did, and then he chose the decoration on it, and that is today's giveaway. It's the A Mother's Flair stamp set, which is really lovely. So this is the sentiment, and then I've actually just grabbed the flowers off. They were from the top of the shoe actually, but I really enjoyed making it. So that's today's giveaway. There's a different one every single day. 2 ways to enter. You can leave a comment here on YouTube or on my blog. That will get you 1 entry into the draw, or you can make a purchase. And that will get you 5 entries into the draw. And there are 5 countries that can order from me and where I can send this to. That's the UK, the Netherlands, Austria, Germany and France. So you can place an order and take part, and I can send this to you. You can leave a comment from any country in the world. I just can't send you this product, but I can send you something I've made myself. So let's get making. Now this uses international A4 cardstock, which is 21 by 29.7 centimetres, which is 8 1/4 by 11 3/4 of an inch. So those of you who are in North America, you're the only guys who have different cardstock to us. The rest of the world has this size. So you're going to have to use 12 by 12, but it's worth it. Lovely. So I went with Melon Mambo with my first one, and I'm going for Rich Razzleberry this time. So we're going to score the short side first. So you score that at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, and 7 3/4 of an inch, which in metric is 7, 14 and 20 centimetres. Okay, come round to the long side and score it at, oh, try not to jump it, 2 3/4, 5 1/2, 8 1/4 and 11 inches. Okay, so we want to get this nice sharp crisp pointed triangular part here, and you need to mark this and score down to the first score line at 4 1/8 of an inch, 4 1/8 of an inch, and 6 7/8 of an inch. And I can't remember what that is in metric. I want to say 10 1/2 and 17 1/2. Oh no, wrong one. Oh, I didn't mean to do that one. I meant to do this one. Oh, for goodness sake. 9 5/8 of an inch. I need to write that down. I need to make a note on my notes. Let's try that again. 9 5/8. Silly me. Okay. Oh, and where's my ruler gone? My ruler's missing. Oh no. Oh no, it's there. It's okay. It's just tilted in the light. It's so thin I couldn't see it. It tilted like that. Couldn't see it at all. Right, so we don't need to do that one. We do need to do this one. I'm just going to put score lines in from there to there. And here. Missed the one that I did in error. And there to there. Okay, whoops. So that's the top of the box. I want to put some panels on here, and the panels that we need are 2 1/2 inches wide, and in these ones 2 1/2 inches tall. These, we're going to have 2 up here that are 2 1/2 by 2, and in metric that's 6 1/2 by 6 1/2, or 6 1/2 by 5 1/2. So what I'm going to do is trim down here first. So I want to get all my panels going in the same direction. So I'm taking my 2 1/2 inch mark there, and yes, this is absolutely smothered in glitter, because I was cutting paper. I was cutting the Myths and Magic glimmer paper the other day. I say the other day, yesterday. And the way to cut glimmer paper is you have the glimmer paper facing down, which sheds glitter everywhere. So I want 4 of those panels that are 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, so 6 1/2 by 6 1/2. And I want, oh look at that, it's perfect. Well, I do want 2, but I'll just go for 1, which is clearly what I did the last time. Because, you know, why not? Okay, so let's start scoring. So those are ready to go. You're only scoring straight lines, don't worry about the diagonal lines. This little thin one is going to go the wrong way. Look, that glimmer's going to get everywhere now, isn't it? I don't know what Oliver planned for his box. He didn't actually let me know. He just said, "Mummy, can you make a box?" And I went, "Yeah, okay." Didn't ask him what it was for. He obviously still hasn't taken it off my desk because I said, "No, you can't have it. I'm going to turn it into a tutorial." The boys get very excited when I say I want to make one of their projects into a tutorial. "Oh, can we see it?" And it's invariably 2 or 3 weeks later before it gets into the video, or rather it gets from the video onto my blog for you guys to see. So there's a good chance he's forgotten it's actually on my desk. He does that, he's 6. It's fine. Okay, so there's my panels. So these are all going to come on here. Oh, that pattern's a nice one as well, isn't it? I wanted to do the same pattern that I used before, but just see what it looked like on a different colour cardstock. So let me just... Oh, this one here is going to be the one that's at the front. So I'm trying to look for the more razzleberry-esque, which is that one. There we go. Oh, that one's got quite a bit too. That one hasn't got very much at all. So that can go over there around the back. This panel is going to go on the front there. And it's got all the gold. You see, everything's there. All the gold, razzleberry. So this is the back here because it's got a flat part and no decoration. Fold in 2 sides. If you've got heavy stuff going in there, get adhesive on all of these panels. So you want one on there. Okay, so you need adhesive on that part. This is the back. So you want plenty of adhesive on there. And that's the front. So if you just take your time when you're getting your glue on to make sure you're not putting glue onto the bit that's going to be exposed, and you will be able to get something pretty hefty in there with no problem. Right, these scored lines I've already put in. They're going to guide it closed beautifully, just like that. Love a beautiful close. Let's grab some binder clips and try not to knock my whole shelving unit over. Don't want to do that. And it will clamp shut nicely. And then, I can't remember what size circles I used. 1 3/4 and the 2-inch circle. So make sure you've got big circles. There's my 1 3/4. There's my 2-inch circle. I do love this sentiment. Life is beautiful because of you. I think it's just lovely. So that's the right one. Let's get a scrap of Whisper White and clear black and my rich razzleberry. And I'm going to punch that and then bring my flowers around it. And so this lovely shoe has got a great big flower that just sticks out. Really, my husband is drilling downstairs. I think he forgets that I film right above where he is. I really must learn not to film when he's on a day off, shouldn't I? So, oh no, I smudged it! Oh, I blame him. It's entirely his fault. Anybody else in total agreement with me that it's absolutely his fault? I've just smudged that. Let's try again. I'm going to not touch it this time. And I'm just going to pop it off to one side to dry. I've got a very juicy ink pad, I think. Okay, and then some rich raspberry. There may possibly have been an accident in the first video and I might have got a whole wasted sheet. So the 2-inch circle, oops. And then I want my gold tinsel. I love this tinsel trim, and I'm going to create a poodle loop. And if you don't know what that is, it's a name and phrase coined by lovely Linda Shrimpton, who's an Australian demonstrator. And it's because I like to create loops with linen thread and stuff, and obviously my brand name is Pootles. And she said, oh, they're Pootle loops. Well, okay. And they've kind of been known as that ever since, really. Tinsel trim on there. Dimensionals. And I'm going to have one anchoring it down as well as a whole bunch. Onto here, and I'm going to have them going off to one side, and then kind of don't touch it, it's like it's hot or dangerous or something. Yeah, absolutely fine now. Life is beautiful because of you. Job done. Thank you, Oliver, for this project. Brilliant, isn't it? He's now banging something downstairs. I don't know what he's doing down there. He's actually, I do know what he's doing. He's rebuilding a motorbike. Useful. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye.